there, YouTube friends. Thanks for tuning in again. My name is Carrie with Any Day Blessings, and I'm going to show you a couple, well, actually I'm going to walk through the whole thing, but I'm going to show you the hands-on portion of the Notgrass history, our Star-Spangled Story. We are using part one. Actually, I break up Notgrass a little different than what is scheduled, but that's just fine. You can do it however you want. And I'm going to show you the hands-on component because I did receive a question. I don't remember if it was here or on Instagram or Facebook, but I did receive a question about how hands-on the curriculum is. So I thought just seeing the projects might be helpful. So I'm going to get to that in just one second. First, I wanted to show you something I picked up at Target Dollar Spot. I didn't really do much with the haul thing because I don't know, I don't really do hauls. Like, I just kind of get things one at a time here and there. So, but I did get this. It's actually for our bulletin board, but look at this. It has the little thing, Bubbles Reading is something thing. And it has like these little, how many are there? 30? There are 30 of these little thing badges. These little, you know, like thing one, thing two. And what I'm going to do, it says reading is the thing, and there's like the little cat in the hat, and I think this is I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Some little prop. I think it's a box. It's whatever this is. I don't know what that is. If you know what that is, you can tell me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these up as little book badges. So this year we're doing the 40 book challenge, and my son is almost done with it. He's almost read 40 books this year for the 40 book challenge. And if you're not sure what that is, it's on Teacher Pay Teachers, it's on Pinterest, it's all over the place. But we kind of made up our own little 40 book challenge, and I think I've put that over on Instagram before. I've taken a picture of it, but I'm going to use this in like a little reading nook and put this up. Reading is the thing, and then as he reads a book, he can put up one of these little thing badges, and that will be the way that we track his reading for next year. So I thought that was really fun. It was only a couple bucks at the Target Dollar Spot. Then I don't have to kind of create something on my own. It's just done and simple. So that was my little find this week. Now on to the Notgrass, our Star-Spangled Story. Another little look inside for you all because I really want you to know what you're getting with this. I really am just so excited about this. This is just really what I wanted our history time to be like, and I'm so delighted with it. I will post in the comments below and above in a card the little video link that I did kind of walking through how we're using this kind of in a lesson by lesson kind of day in the life. But I'm not going to do that today. What I'm going to do today is just flip through and show you in part one all of the hands-on project ideas. Now, if you're not familiar with how Notgrass works, they put out part one and part two of their books to be used one semester each. We actually plan in the lower grades to kind of break it up even further and use one part per year. So this is what we're using for second grade, and then we'll use part two for third grade, and then we'll move on to Uncle Sam and you for fourth and fifth grade and split it up. And we'll walk you through all of that as we go. But so the projects I'm showing you, just imagine if you're doing this the full year and you're using parts one and part two, there will be just as many projects as I'm showing you in part two of the program that you'll do as you round out American history. Okay, so in my other video, I did kind of walk you through this little blue bar here, but I'll just kind of tell you in case you didn't see that yet. There are some hands-on activities for each lesson. They're super simplified. They're really basic, using blocks, Legos, imaginative play. One of the activities was imagining that you are getting ready to board the Mayflower, and what are you going to take with you? Load up your couch or a chair or your bed with everything you'd want to take with you on the boat. I use these things as I kind of go over in a little more detail in the other video. I use these hands-on activities on each lesson to kind of engage my kids in what is about to come. So I don't do those at the end, I do those at the beginning. But the projects I'm going to show you today are at the end of every unit. Each unit is 3 lessons long. And I apologize, I didn't mark these out, so I'm going to have to look down and flip pages a little bit to get to each unit project, but I'll try and be quick about it. These unit projects are kind of weekly projects, or you can do them whenever you want. You can do a little bit each lesson in the unit to work on these projects. You can break it up however you want. They're not scheduled in per se. They're just there for you to use if you want them. There's one per unit. Again, a unit is 3 lessons. And the first one is making pottery. There's a simple recipe there for you to make the clay that you're using, and this just looks delightful. I wish we would have started, you know, at the beginning. We were using Heart of Dakota at the beginning of our year, so we didn't get to do some of this very early history with Notgrass. We started right around, where did we start? George Washington and Mount Vernon. That's where we started. So we missed like those early projects, so we didn't do these first few. That was Unit 1. Our Unit 2, this looks so great, Origami Mayflower. That looks so fun. And of course, I love the directions, you guys. There's a picture with each step. There, I can't tell you the number of times I would have a list of directions and wasn't really sure if I was following them correctly, but you have pictures here, so you're good to go. I love when they show the finished project, so you know how close you are to doing it correctly. All right, for Unit 3, the project is, did I miss Unit 3? No, there it is. To make a hat like they did in the colonial hat shops. Again, pictures with every step. Unit 4 looks so cute. Oh my goodness. Unit 4 looks great. To give you an idea of the time period, it's right around the Boston Tea Party, and you are doing a large cup of tea for the fishes. So fish get all that tea, and look at the step-by-step projects. This is more of a paper project, a paper crafting project. So you've had pottery, you've had some paper projects. You just notice the variety as I'm going through there. You kind of have a little bit of everything. This is super cute. Really all you need that maybe you wouldn't have at home is tea bags if you're not a tea drinker. All the rest of the supplies are basic arts and crafts supplies that you have at your house. All right, moving along. This is the first project that we did, or did I think I skipped Unit 5. Where's Unit 5? Did I skip over? Yeah, I skipped over Unit 5. Let's go back and find Unit 5. Project for you. Here it is. Paul Revere and Son shop window. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this looks really neat. Look at this. See, we didn't get to do these ones. We started at the next unit. But you come all the way down here, follow the directions, and look at the finished project. That is like a storefront window. Isn't that cool? What a cool project. And again, really simple materials. Cardstock, tape, aluminum foil, glue stick, pencil marker. Easy peasy. Oh, popsicle sticks. 22 popsicle sticks. I will notice, I noticed that as a main theme in their projects, they use a lot of popsicle sticks. So buy those in bulk. All right, now this is the first project that we had the chance to do because we started in Unit 6 where we jumped over from our previous curriculum. Of course, got to make George Washington toe cakes. Got to have a cooking project in there. And there are a couple in this first part of our Star Spangled Story. I don't know why, but I always want to call it One Star Spangled Story. I don't know why. I always want to say one instead of R. Okay. Now this is the project that we just got to do this week. The Lewis and Clark expedition. And we got to practice making journal entries like they did when they discovered all those new animals. My kids were fascinated that this was when we discovered a lot, or not discovered, but when we first, as a nation, just found these animals, was on this expedition, that all of these animals that we know today haven't always been known to us. Okay, Unit 8, we are really looking forward to this. This will be this coming week for us. We are super excited to do anything with the national anthem, the flag. My kids love it. So again, really good picture directions. Super simple, but very fun painting. That one was painting. Then the next week, I am really looking forward to. It is basket weaving with a twist. So we're going to make a hand woven basket, and you use a styrofoam cup and some popsicle sticks and glue. So they tell you how to set up your little frame and then walk you through each little step to weave it, and look at the finished product there. Isn't that cool? And again, you can do little bits of this each lesson. Again, they have it broken up if you follow their schedule. 3 lessons per week. You could do a little bit of this over those 3 days. You could do this all in one day. You could save this for a fun Friday activity to still get your history in, and you could talk about what you did during the week as you're making these little projects, really however you want to do it. All right, the next project here, I think I skipped it. That was, let's see, that was basket weaving. Here it is. This one is more simple, even still. This is just markers and paper, doing some comparing and contrasting as you're learning about the start of the Industrial Revolution. And we have machines now. We have, well, not so much the Industrial Revolution, I guess. This isn't quite early 1900s yet, but, oh, I guess it is. I guess we are that far. But they're going to be talking about making things by machine and making things by hand. So just a little compare contrast there. So again, not every project is super involved and crafty. This next one I believe is a paper project too, with some construction paper. And this is the gold rush, so that's not, so it must be, yeah, I don't think that was the early 1900s back there. I don't think we're there yet. I think by Unit 11 we're the gold rush, so we're still in the mid-1800s. Okay, Unit 12. There's 3 more units, guys. 3 more projects to see. Unit 12, let's see. Unit 12's project. I know we have a game coming up here. That must be in the next one. So they're going to make an underground railroad house. There's a couple pages of directions for this one. Making the safe house. I'm really interested to see how they discuss that whole time, because it's really hard at this age to talk about that time with your kids. So I'm really interested to see how Notgrass handles that. All right, now this I think is the game. Yes, this is the game. Unit 13, this is the game. And this is, again, just great variety. We've had cooking, we've had pottery, we've had painting, we've had paper projects, we've had weaving, and now we have a game, a homemade game. So this is the game board that you get to make, and then there are directions for the game here. 2 more projects. 2 more things to show here. This looks kind of fun. This is called a starvation party, and you make basically you make a drinking cup out of a piece of paper, and then you make, I don't know if my kids are gonna like doing this, you make homemade cornmeal or cornmeal mush and eat it with crackers. Don't know if they're gonna like that so much. They might be thankful more for what mommy puts on the table, right? All right, and the last project, really fun, a great way to end your semester, or if you're using it like us, a great way to end your year. A sock puppet. Oni, the the United States Post Office little mascot or icon of the day when he used to ride the mail trains, get to make a puppet. So again, those are some of that's just part 1, okay? That's just part 1. If you were using part 1 and part 2 as a full year course as it is written, then there would be a whole nother book of hands-on projects for you. So just as many as I showed you in this video, you'd have that many to do in the second half of your school year. But if you're just using this, just like I am, where you use part 1 in one school year and part 2 in another, these would be your hands-on projects for the year. Totally doable. All super affordable and easy to implement. You know, you're not getting a ton of difficult supplies or anything like that. But you could, and a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, you could break up over those 3 lesson days and just do a little bit at a time We actually choose to use it as like a fun Friday, fun day sort of thing, and just do the whole project from start to finish. Some of the longer projects, like maybe the weaving or making the game, we might break up, but for the most part, we just will use these as a fun day kind of thing. So I hope that helps you kind of get a sense more about the feel of the Notgrass curriculum. If you need more information, if you need to see more and actually start to use this a little in your home, Notgrass offers a free sample. It's one whole unit, which, one whole unit, which is 3 weeks of lessons, right? No, 3 lessons. Wait, let me think. I think it's 1 unit, 3 lessons. Maybe it's 3 units. I can't remember. I should have looked it up. But they give you, I think, 3 weeks worth of lessons. I think. Yes, 3 weeks worth of lessons. I'm pretty sure that. So 3 units, so that's 9 lessons of material that you can try this out in your home for free. You download it from their website. You get everything. You get the rhymes and rhythms, song and poetry curriculum that they have to go along with this. You get the student workbook pages that are associated with this. You get all of the reading that comes with it in a PDF download, so that you can try out this program, any one of Notgrass's programs, for 3 weeks, okay? And you can use this in your home and get more of a feel for it, because these videos are helpful, but really until you put it into use in your own home, you just don't know if it's gonna work for you, right? So they allow you to do that. But what's really important, and one of my subscribers has done this already, and I'm so excited for her because she's gonna get a super duper deal on her curriculum when she buys it. When you download your first sample, so this won't, if you download one of all of their curriculum, this won't keep happening. But the first time that you download a sample of their curriculum, they're going to send you about a week later a survey. Make sure you fill out the survey, because then they send you a special gift. My special gift was $15 credit. My subscriber just sent the survey, so I'm waiting to see if they're still doing the $15 credit or if they've changed the free gift somehow. But I always like to make sure I could give you updated information. But make sure that you fill out that survey once you try this, because you get credit towards your purchase. I would do it. So is that all I wanted to tell you? Oh yes, and if you found this review helpful, I am going to put a link down below. It is an affiliate link. I am not sponsored in any way. I bought this curriculum with my own money, but I did sign up to become an affiliate with Notgrass because I knew that I would wholeheartedly feel comfortable sharing this and promoting this with others. And so as you click that link to shop, I just in turn receive a small portion back from that sale that I then put into buying more Notgrass curriculum for us to use in the future and share with you. So that's what that link is for on the bottom. If you found this review helpful, then I would appreciate it if you use that when you go over to their site. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below, or send me a message up through Instagram or through my Facebook page, and I would be happy to help you. God bless, and have a good Easter weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.